Oh, good morning, Eternal. How are you? Keeping on, keeping on. Times it's all you can do. Oh. It has certainly been a time for everyone. Life been treating you alright, though? Staying safe in one piece? Alright, enough. Place wasn't affected by the flooding, though major damage isn't that far away. Ooh, I didn't even know there was flooding going on. I'm glad you're alright, for one. Sorry to hear about the flooding, though. That super sucks. Yeah, we were out of state when flooding was hitting Washington, and fortunately it wasn't near us or any of our family or friends. There we go. That should be better. How's the audio sound? Game sound good? Most of the Suma's Prairie is a lake now. There's Highway 1 closures for hundreds of kilometers inland. I don't know any of those landmarks, but the fact that a whole prairie is now a lake is terrifying. And I don't remember a thing of what we were doing. I think I was gonna go back in and fight a monster, right?
Yes. Ouch. I'm sure you could find a more productive use for that skill, Rasputin. Yes.
Okay.
Triangle.
I'm ready to learn
That's
how to
the
really
action button.
fight.
Oh, really?
What?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't think you'd really take me up on that offer. It usually scares the kids off.
Well, not me. I'm ready to kill for my camp.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I can't train you.
Hold on. Gonna pull that up a little bit. That way it's out of the way of the subtitles. Hey, Kat, how are
Major
you?
Modelo would kill me.
What's the big deal? What she doesn't know won't hurt her.
You don't even have a marksmanship learner's permit. I could lose my job.
I'll get one.
Even if you used that secret passage over there and snuck into his sanctuary, Agent Cruller would never give you a marksmanship learner's permit.
Agent Cruller.
Never in a million.
I'm off. Be right back after I talk with Agent Cruller.
I forgot how ridiculous this game was. Ford Crowler's Sanctuary, let's go.
Yes, noble Psycho Master.
Ooh. That doesn't sound good. I've occasionally gotten that sort of thing after eating, like, onions the night before. But I don't eat onions that often.
Agent Cruller.
So, how goes the training?
At least in nausea, anyway.
Sasha says I need to learn how to fight better.
You wants to teach you advanced combat on your first day?
Yeah. I had a vision with a huge monster with yellow eyes and a big mouth.
But I'm glad, other than that, you're doing pretty well. You're still in Korea, right?
Anything at you?
Yeah. I think it was like an old diving helmet or something.
I see. Yes, well, we'd better get you armed.
Why? What's happening?
Oh, nothing. Prepare your mind. That's the motto of the Psychonauts. Here, This is a marksmanship learner's permit. It will only work when you're in Sash's mind. Once you complete his shooting range, you'll get the real merit badge and you can blast anywhere you want.
Thanks. Psyblast?
Oh, you'll find out. Now get going. We can't have the camp overrun with big-eyed garbage-spitting monsters, can we?
No, sir.
All right,
Here to go.
let's go.
Good luck.
I think this game is from like early 2000s.
Where would you...
Geodesic psycho-isolation chamber,
Bring me near the
please.
geodesic psycho-isolation.
Xbox,
Roger that, Ranger
2005. There you go. I knew someone would know. I think it was on the original Xbox.
I saw Nils
And
peeking into a
PlayStation?
hole in the girl's cabin. I'm hiding, and I thought, oh, Nils.
Hey, Lily.
PS2.
Going for the advanced training? What's the rush?
Are you kidding? I only have a few days to become a Psychonaut or I lose my shot forever.
Look, Raz, I hate to burst your bubble, but the Psychonauts are not what they used to be. Times have changed. The world just doesn't need us anymore.
The world does too need Psychonauts. Right here at this very camp, in fact.
It does remind me of like the age of Sly Cooper, which I have that on PlayStation 2. I could play that.
And cute. When are you gonna just shut up and kiss me?
Shut up and do what?
Oh, I didn't know you could. I gotta go. Bye. So embarrassing. Because you just see yourself staring back. Uh-huh. What?
A lot of them don't really have noses. It's quite terrifying. So you're extended there until December 3rd? Is that like, are they just like closing things, or you just decided to stay a little bit longer?
Okay, I got it. Check it out.
Excellent. Well, my ass is covered. Are you sure you are ready to do this? It could be dangerous.
Yes, are you going to pull me into your mind like the coach did? Yeah,
Yes.
let's just do it.
Are you gonna pull me into your mind like the coach did?
No offense, but it's time.
Oh, your mom's
Organized
coming back
life
with
looks
you.
like.
That sounds super exciting. That will be a nicer flight than not having it. You going to be stopping over in the West Coast at all?
Welcome to my mind.
It's so empty. I mean,
There's more here than meets the eye, but I've learned to keep it under strict control, and that's what I'm going to teach you. Control your feelings, your fears, your anger. You must learn to control them, focus them, concentrate them, and release them.
as therapy?
No, as firepower. Say something hideous and horrible jumps out at you. Something so disgusting that it simply must die. So tacky. I can't look.
Ah,
directly
that
at
sucks.
it,
I was going to say, if you
but
had
I
any extended
control
time in
those
Seattle,
feelings,
we'd
focus them,
see about getting you out of the airport for like an hour or two for food and then back.
and the world is a better place. Your turn.
But San Francisco still sounds nice. Earn a real marksmanship badge in Sasha's mind. Oh, that's right. They are backward.
Well done, Raz. Well done, Raz. Keep shooting.
Excellent. A victory for good taste. Now you must
This
strive
man is
for
Lottie.
precision when targeting.
Because
Say
of the
you were
tacky,
set upon by multiple attackers.
lamps and everything.
But you need to dispense with them in a certain order. Eliminate these monsters in the proper sequence, and we can move on to the next lesson.
All right, what's the proper sequence? Oh.
Good shooting, Raz, but you are making it harder than it needs to be. You need to practice locking your mental focus. It makes targeting and evasive maneuvers much easier. Let's try again. This time, lock your mental focus.
Don't. Ah.
Good. Again. Good. Again.
Okay.
Now then,
That was that. Okay, that's good to know. That's nice. Your keyboard is broken, and eating letters, doubling others randomly, and it's a lot of work fixing. That's okay, Cat. I just figured you were being,
Problems often seem larger in our heads than they
the
really
word?
are. That's an important lesson to learn.
But
This is a sensor.
Starts with an
integral part
E,
of
I
any
think?
sane person's mind. The sensors roam through your psyche, looking for thoughts that don't belong, hallucinations,
Eccentric.
manias, waking dreams.
There's the word.
sensors
It came
hunt
to me.
them down
I got
and
it.
censor them out.
why do
Yeah.
they come after me?
Yep.
I'm not a mania.
Yes, but you are a foreign entity. In
You're,
my
yeah,
mind.
you are still that.
technically
You're
don't belong
wonderfully
here.
eccentric.
Yes, but I was attacked.
That's
in
one
my
of the
own
things we
head.
love about you.
Yes, well, the brain tumbler could be malfunctioning, or you could be insane. We'll test for that later. For now, blast it. That's the spirit.
I killed it.
It was just a thought I was having, and it's not dead. It has just returned to its basic form, raw psychic energy. Go absorb it. It's good for your mental health.
I wonder if it will regenerate my
As you absorb
My stuff?
this energy, your mental health increases.
My shots?
But as you psyblast, you expend your will to do damage. So be on the lookout for these small, dense clusters of raw psychic aggression.
raw psychic
Absorb these
aggression.
as well to make sure you always have enough firepower.
Look at him.
Now
He's
I'll
just
leave
so
the machine on
bouncy.
for you so you can practice. You have to blast 1,000 sensors to earn your marksmanship merit badge. Come back every day for practice, and you should have enough in as little as 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh,
I only have a few days to earn all my merit badges and become a psychonaut.
Slow and steady wins the race, my eager young friend. Now practice, slowly and carefully.
Oh man.
can't I just do it quicker? Whoa. Wow. His mind is like a Rubik's Cube. You're gonna send out 2 at once now?
They're coming out faster, but still not fast enough.
Let's bump this up to Skull.
Uh-oh.
I think that went around again. That was more than just Skull. That was double Skull.
Oh yeah, come to Papa.
Raz, what have you done?
It's not
This
how
is
you spell
control.
Papa.
This is chaos. I'll try to fix it. You stay here and keep the numbers under control.
Dude just comes in and out of doors? Crazy. And they just like... I mean, I feel like that's what I would do in my mind. I would create random portals to just jump through for the heck of it. I love this guy's mind. I love refrigerators.
Rasputin, see those valves? That is where the sensors are leaking out. Psyblast the valves to shut them down and get this area under control.
Okay. I can certainly do that, Rubik's Cube man. Nailed it. Feel like I'm nailing that dead on. Why is there a baby bottle? Oh, he's got some real bad repressed childhood memories, doesn't he? Hey, Shadow. If he can pop in and out of space, then can't he do it himself? You would think so, but nope. No one in this game knows how to do stuff on their own. They need good old Rasputin to come in and take care of it for them. Oh, okay, so my psychic blasts can get caught on ledges. It's good to know. What am I collecting drawings of? They are figments of their imaginations. And these figments will help me level up. Ho! Hi, buddy. Look at how happy they are to be reunited. Hook, line, and sinker. There we go. Oh, there's one down here. Oh, hello. Get out of here. I think I have to just smack it. Yeah, Sasha's first loss. Fortunately, you've never even seen this game before, much less don't know what it's about. So this is your first time seeing that everyone is so codependent on presumably a child. I mean, yes. You're happy to be. It's good to have you guys back. It's good to be back. I'm glad that life is a little bit more steady, and I've got the opportunity to actually stream and do stuff again. I'm excited to try and get done with Psychonauts so I can try Hades. Okay, so this is through his eyes. She's giving him a rattle, feeding him. Looks like angry dad. I don't know what's going on there. She's died in her sleep. He's super sad. Where am I? In a car? No, I'm in a house. I'm looking out the window. He buried her. He's looking sad. I'm in a crib. He lost his mom when he was just a wee little baby. Ooh, what is that? Astral projection layer restored. Your projection into this mind has been deepened by 1 layer. Oh, that's like a life. Oh, Lord. There we go. Oh, she was doing that tossing thing? Tossing him up and catching him and bonking his head into the ceiling? Yeah, my mom did that with me. Totally know how that is. Alright. Have I gotten all the figments? Don't die, Lauren. Lauren, are you okay? Okay. If you're choking, just type in chat that you're choking, and I'll come out there and give you the Heimlich. Yeet the child.
Good. Well, you got them all.
I think I collected everything before getting the valves. It looked like I got everything. I didn't see anything remaining. Aside from the cobwebs. I couldn't get the cobwebs. I don't have the vacuum. The vacuum.
Oh,
yeah.
No. You close one leak down and another springs up. Well, come on. We've got to take care of these too.
Yeah, if she just started like smashing the keyboard, I would know something was up. I would get the message. Lauren, have you tried not inhaling spit? As a licensed professional, my recommendation would be not to inhale the spit. If she died, I just saw someone walking around my apartment, and I think it might be her ghost. That dude's head just came off. She died. Seems like a good time to take over. I think that's called possession. I'm not down for possession. I feel like it would be very weird for Lauren to be inside me. I knew you guys would draw those conclusions. How do I get to these other spots? I know I could count on you guys to be mature. And it looks like from here... Maybe... Yeah, but I don't think they come low enough. Whoop! All right, let's try from this angle. Just take that. Take that. Yeah, but if I hit the valve, that might be the last one. I don't think the valve is gonna open up some new sudden place for me. I'm sorry, the valve. The valve. So I'm sure it's kind of like a trick of... Can't tell if I have the height for it or not. Can I come back later? I wasn't sure if these ones I could come back to or not. I'm like 90% sure that I made it to that before. Maybe it was this one over here? Yeah, that was the end of it. Oh well. Okay, well that's good to know. I mean, I'm not gonna try and 100% it or anything, but I am gonna try and get stuff, because I know I'll need it. I just don't know if there's like a triple jump or something I get. What is that guy? And why does he look like me but with a fuse on his head? Hey! What rank did it say I was? I'm rank 18. I'm getting there, guys. Getting real close. Bum bum ba da da. Ow. Someone give me some mental health, please. Oh, wow. There's so much over here. Why is there so much mental health over here? Look, I need to have a no bones day today, please, and thank you. Come here, you wascally safe. Can I shoot it? I can't shoot it. Quit running away from me. Got him. At first it reminded you of old Sly, but now you're changing that because deaf old Crash or old Ratchet and Clank? Sasha's second sight. Oh, his dad's a cobbler. Picture of mom. Reads his mind and he's thinking about his wife with the baby, and now she's an angel, and now she's naked. He had pictures of his mom naked. And so he left home. Or rather, I should say he had mental images of his mother in the nude. And he went insane. Yeah, I mean, Psychonauts is just an iconic early 2000s game, similar to the Crash Bandicoot games and Sly Cooper and all those. Rank 19. Give me the thing. Ow. Yeah, I guess that is as good of a reason as any. That is not a thought that... I mean, it's like catching your parents in the act. Like, there's no coming back from that. If you see anything, you are scarred for life. Okay. Game, please. There we go. Guess I don't need to go up there for anything, actually. Hey, Capcom. doing some intense homework, but you wanted to pop in and say hi, and I'm glad you're back. Ah, thank you, Capcom. It is good to see you. I'm glad you are here and around. Definitely focus on that intense homework, though. You don't want to mess that up. But it is good to see you. Thank you for the welcome wishes. And happy late Canadian Thanksgiving and early American Thanksgiving. Because I think Canadian Thanksgiving was like in October. It was a while ago. Yeah. There's some figments on the side of the shoebox. Yeah, I see this one here. Hey, Riderman. Thank you for the raid. Words. I am so out of practice, I don't remember words. But it's good to see you, man. Much appreciated. How are you doing? Hello, Manny Barrera. How's your evening? Keeping that mental health high? These guys are the worst. Give me that ammo. I've been doing all right, Riderman. Had to travel out of state for a little bit, and then just stuff's been crazy, but I'm back. It's good to see you. Glad to see you're streaming and doing stuff right now. Oh, Lord. Alright, did I get all of these? Some cobwebs there. I think I got them all. Alright. Let's see if we can get back up there. Ooh, snackies. That is the way to do it. Get those snackies. From the Rider Gang. The Rider Gang sounds like a motorcycle club, and I'm here for it. I am all about that life. Alright, Capcom, you go back to that homework. We'll catch you later. Alright, you have a good night. I appreciate you stopping by and coming by with the raid. It's always good to see you, man. Hopefully we'll get to play some more games soon. Now that I'm back and, aside from the holidays, hopefully slightly less busy. That thing that was on the box was a cobweb that I can't get until I get the vacuum, yeah. The Rider Regiment. That's nice. I like that a lot. Yeah, I will. Once I get myself situated, I will see about trying to host some lobbies of stuff or something soon. I just picked up a Switch, so I don't know if you have a Switch and play like Mario Kart or anything, but that's a game that I want to try and pick up. Or Mario Party. Hey, I will send me a message on Discord before you go to bed, and I'll send you my my Switch friend code. Because I will forget by the end of the stream. Yes! Alright, I am 100% down. Let's do it. Thank you. You're the bomb, man. You get some good rest tonight. I'll catch you tomorrow. Rest well, my friend. Ah! The plot, essentially, as I know it so far, is Rasputin, aka the kid that I'm playing as, ran away from the circus that his family is a part of to become a psychonaut. It's his big, lifelong dream. And this whole place is just people and kids. It's a summer camp with repressed memories, and yep, that's about it so far. my god, I keep falling off like an idiot. Let's get out of here.
That's it. I've completely blocked off all of Sasha's sensor outlets. I can't wait to tell him.
Young man, I hope you have learned a lesson here today.
Yes, I have. That shooting things is fun and useful.
That once you lose control of your own mind, it's very hard to get it back.
Yes, one's thoughts must be 100% controlled at all times.
Well, no. Actually, if you try to completely suppress your undesirable feelings, they'll build and eventually explode.
Oh, so, what would happen if you were to, say, completely block off all your sensor outlets?
Well, there would be a buildup of sensor energy within that would, eventually... Run, Rasputin. Very fast.
Is this the giant hairless bear?
You are my own creation. I command you to stop! Rasputin, it's time to earn your merit badge.
When your mental focus is locked, press A and use the directions. Or left in any direction. Very useful for circling your enemies. Achtung! Oh, hell yeah.
Rasputin!
Oh, okay, so those things... I see, those things spit out...
Enough horseplay, Rasputin. Destroy him.
Oh, okay, I can just jump off.
Peel me off and put me down.
Those things spit out
Enough.
those guys, which heal him. So I gotta find all the valves and stop it. Woo! Alright, all the valves are shut down. Ah! These camera angles are rough.
Excellent. You've shut down the valve so he cannot be rejuvenated. Now destroy him.
Watch it! Hey!
No, where did that come from? Oh, I don't have to wait till I land to shoot. I can shoot in the air. Oh, that makes this so much easier.
So, is this where I get a
I
speech
think I
and
bought
learn
the
another
mental
lesson?
magnet, yeah.
No. Here's your merit badge. Let us never speak of this again.
I think I'm gonna save that as a clip so I can make that a sound emote later.
I want to shoot more things.
Okay, enough about my mind. Let's stay out of my mind for a while. Let's just go back into yours, huh? Step up to the brain tumbler when you're ready.
All right. Hey, Steven. The victory song that happens when he gets his merit badge. How are you doing, Steven? Long time no talk.
Okay, time to face my big diving helmet spitting personal demons.
That's the spirit.
Oh, you're right. I should have gone to visit Ford. I forgot he's got some more stuff for me. Can I leave? I can leave. All right, let's go see Ford Crawler.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent?
Ooh, are you doing some more awesome looking face spiders?
Yes, no.
I would love to see whatever it is that you're painting.
Hard work, dedication, and mental agility. I'm proud to bestow upon you the official merit badge for telekinesis.
Ooh.
With telekinesis, we can use our minds to grasp an object and then throw it. Go ahead, try it yourself.
Oh.
Yes. Now, when you've chosen your destination, throw it. Oh, good throw. Now, let's see if you can make it through the hoop.
You sound like my dad.
Hey, I've been thinking about that. Why'd that guy hate psychics so much? What do we ever do to him?
Well, psychics killed his whole family. Cursed them and all their descendants to die in water.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Talk about baggage.
That's why I can't swim.
And the weird thing is, I'm pretty sure he's actually psychic himself.
Ha! Cuckoo! Well, you can work on him when you get home. For now. Oops.
I do need to get the as a sound effect. I gotta find it. So Steven, are you?
Oh, great shot! Let's see you do that again.
Are you running a
Throw that
campaign?
baby right through the hoop.
Oh,
Bingo!
got it right in the
Okay,
hoop.
Last one. Through the hoop, Rasputin. Now, let me show you something. Pick that trash can up and aim your toss at the side of the caravan. Very nice. Now, set me down easy and go pick up something that won't blow up your head if you make it mad. Kablooey! Throwing something against a wall is a little more destructive than tossing it around on the ground, isn't it?
Oh, so this is how
no,
it gets
another
stuff.
one of my senses. Now, how'd that get in here? Looks like we're in luck. He doesn't see you yet. Why don't you smash him on the head with that handy trash can? Come on! Use telekinesis to pick up the trash can and throw it at that sensor.
Ooh, that's awesome, Steven. I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Bullseye!
Looks like the trash took him out.
Hey.
Next lesson, we'll work on your snappy one-liners.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. So I now have telekinesis.
Where would
Excellent. Let's go back to the geodesic psycho-isolation chamber.
I saw Nils peeking into a hole in the girl's cabin.
Unless you just passed out for like 5 seconds, you're very tired and just woke up, you're trying not to sleep. Quick, do jumping
Hole in my
jacks.
heart, because you just see yourself staring back.
Steven, I would love to be able to do terrain and stuff with you. It is one of the things that I am dying to have more space for. But I must wait.
Time to face
I will be
my big
patient.
diving
I
helmet
will live
spitting
vicariously
personal
through you.
demons.
That's the spirit.
I don't know, like 5? Just get the blood pumping. I could have got straight to... What? I'm confused. Where's my brain? Brain tumbler experiment. Sasha's shooting gallery. Okay. The mine must be the experiment. You just got an 8-foot table, so you finally have room to put your mini stuff and things. Ooh. How much like progress and work have you made on the house? I don't think I've seen it since you guys moved in, since the initial pictures you sent me. Oh, gotcha. Hi.
Hi, Steven. And hi, everyone.
Continue in pursuit of the dream, bunny. That didn't turn out very well for Neo. I don't know if I should. He says hi. So does Cat.
Hey, where'd it go? Don't tell me I imagined that whole thing.
I mean, yeah, kind of, buddy. That is how this works. Ah, that's one. I almost walked right by that. Alright, more psi powers at rank 30. Oh.
You are my own creation. I command you to stop. Dang. Does that ever work?
He became the one and saved the... I mean, that's... He went through a lot of trial and tribulation and lost a lot of friends and loved ones along the way. So, you know, I suppose it depends. Few things, been really focusing on trying to fix the basement leaks and that's been a challenge. Fixing one problem leads to new ones. Yeah, they usually do. But that's nice that you're at least making progress and knocking some things out, and you know, you're getting there at least. And you have a house that you can call your home, that you can set up however you want and to fix however you want. It still sucks because leaks are no joke. Oop, got that one. Did I pick up that other tag? I feel like I did. I don't think I've missed anything else so far. So is the basement unfinished, partially finished? Are you attempting to finish it? Who's crying? Whose sweet salty tears am I gonna lap up? It's this one. God, they're so happy. They're so happy to be reunited. Reunited, and it feels so good. Did someone start a new group chat? Oh. Alright. Why? It's completely unfinished. You'll eventually be finishing it, but that won't be till next year or maybe even the next. Yeah, that's a huge project. I know it took my dad a while to finish our old basement. So I can't blame you on having that on the back burner, especially when there are things like leaky pipes. And also a bunch of minis to be painted. Alright, where is this one? There he is. Toka, toka, toka. Lauren was singing the cat's name, and I was continuing the song. I don't think my mic picked it up, but it was very good. It's your walls that leak, and you just found out this weekend that you have a lot of termite damage in very important locations that are hard to fix. Yay! Well, it's a good thing you've got carpentry experience, huh? And hopefully homeowner's insurance. I don't know what that does for me. Wait, get back here. So, are they like oozing green slime type of leaking, or?
I'm sorry to say that you have a very serious mental problem. The trouble originates in this area. Here, the area that we in the medical profession like to refer to as the brain. You see, son, it's just no good. I hate to be so blunt, but you have the insanity of a manatee.
I know. People are always saying that. What do you think's wrong with my brain, Doctor?
How should I know? I'm a dentist. But here's what I do know. If a tooth is bad, you pull it.
But my teeth are fine.
Yep, mad brain's got to come out, boy. It's the quickest way to cure what you've got. Insanity of the mind.
But I don't wanna.
Shh. Now hold still. This will only hurt until your brains come flying out.
Get back! No!
Don't worry, Dogen. I'm coming up there to save you.
What is wrong, Rasputin?
No time to explain, Sasha. I gotta climb this spooky thorn tower.
If I can get that as an emote sound, I think I will. You've got insanity of the manatee. Or insanity of a manatee. It's amazing. Water just gets in when it rains. That sucks. Well, hopefully that is a straightforward enough fix, if not an easy fix. Alright, come here, safe. I'm gonna get you. Gonna get you. Oh, okay. Gonna run into a bush. Not gonna get you. Come back here. The world shall taste my eggs. Eggs? Hatched eggs? Is that a chicken? That's a fish. Chicken's riding the fish. Chicken made it, or fish dropped chicken off at a carnival. Chicken rides the teacups. Chicken mind blasts people on waves? What?
Okay, what the hell was that? I'm seeing some crazy stuff in here, Sasha. This can't be right.
Ugh, why did I buy the cheap brain tumbler?
Yeah, something tells me you shouldn't, you know, skimp on the mental intrusions here. Sasha. This vault is a head screw? It is a head screw. What? Oh, he sent the picture? Why am I involved in this? Come back here! I don't even need mental health. Oh, wait, yes I do. No more baggage. I've got plenty of my own.
Oh.
Emotional baggage. I don't know if you heard it, but Lauren just went, "Oh, that's why it's baggage."
Ugh, there's no way to get any higher.
You must use your levitation power.
I don't know how to levitate.
I had no idea you were at such a remedial level.
Oh, come on.
Lucky for you, we have one of the world's foremost levitators on staff.
Agent Mia Vodello, the mental minx.
Precisely. You'll need this oarsman's badge to reach her at the docks. I'll try to determine where this interference is coming from. Return when you've earned your levitation merit badge.
I imagine it's kind of a play on Argonauts or like astronauts, you know, like that sort of thing. So it's Psychonauts. I don't know if it's psychic astronauts. Guess it could be psychic astronauts. But I figured it was more like the Argonauts, like the Greek. I think it was Greek mythology with Jason and the Argonauts, and they go and like fight Medusa and Ares and I wanted to say Lolth, but that's the D&D Spider Queen. Yeah, they went to the Underdark. There's a game on it. They freed Hephaestus, if I remember right. It's not Arachne. What's the Greek Spider Queen?
Drop me outside the main lodge.
Oh, God, you! Back a burger this time, will you?
Huh? Oh no, they can hear it apparently.
I didn't hear what I said.
Oh, they probably didn't hear that. Lauren's original comment was, "Your mom." I think it's just Arachne, yeah.
Hey, anything?
Take a... Whoa, that's my last cobweb duster. Take that into someone's mind with you. You can clean up.
Ugh.
Happy to be rid of the web. Now with that, you can change the color of some... now here's
Oh, I didn't buy the
every
magnet.
Psy cadet needs.
Hey, can you put that on my tab?
Sorry, Mac, no can do.
Oh,
We only
I don't have enough for
hard,
it.
cold titanium arrowheads here. If you don't have enough, why don't you run around outside a bit
That's
and
it for
dig
now.
some up?
All right, let's go
All
get
right,
some.
go get more.
Let's go get some quiche. Let's get some quiche. Oh, that's not the button. Psychonesis, telekinesis, marksmanship. Oh, I swapped it and I didn't mean to. Is it down? Is it left? There we go. Dowsing rod. Let's get some quiche.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
Oh, I don't know where I just went.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
Oh god, she was tickled pink, wasn't she? She was tinkling pink. That's non-healthy. I don't remember what the button is. Nope, it's not that one. Nope, it's not that one. It's triangle. I don't remember how to get up there. I think I gotta go jump on the rocks. Come on, come on, come on, you're almost there. Oh, I clicked the wrong button.
Hello, children.
Got it.
I hope you're all having a happy and safe summer day here at Whispering Rock. I just wanted to tell you that we are having a party out here on the floating dock.
I'm not picking
and
up
I'd
anything.
love for you all to come.
Must not be any
It's
deep arrowheads
levitation
nearby.
training, baby, and it's fun, fun, fun. Just grab a canoe and come join the party.
420 blaze it. Wow, there's like, oh. Oh, I can. Nailed it. Lauren, I'm gonna start saying that during. That's the sound that he makes when he wins. Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Did you hear something, Frankie? Nope.
Guys. Hey. Hey, it's Vernon. I'm right next to you. Hey,
Oh, what is it, Vernon?
have you guys seen Nogan or
Yes.
Elka or Milka?
Look at
We
him.
were playing hide and seek, and it's actually a funny story. I said I'll count to 100, and then
Stop! We saw them. We saw all of them, just like 5 seconds ago. They were headed towards that place, the one that's so far away.
the beach.
No, that's too close. The woods, the really far woods.
Thanks.
Wow, those guys are dicks. They just send a poor innocent kid out into the middle of the woods where that hairless bear is gonna get him.
Has already begun.
Must not be any
Come
deep
on out to the
arrowheads
floating
nearby.
dock before the party is over.
Hairless bear, my nickname in high school. All right, let's go get that magnet right quick. Right quick. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, any
Whoa, that's my luck now with that. Ah, now here's something
I'll take
every
it.
young sold to the
Give me it.
big-headed kid with the gloves.
From now on, useful psychic energy will automatically be drawn toward you from a
What else
distance.
can I do you for?
Nice.
Now,
That's it for now.
Cobweb.
All right, I'll come back when I got 800. Get that cobweb dusted.
Yep.
Hip, hip, hoo. Hip, hip. Hip, 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 ho. All right. Now that I've got my oarsman bidge, I'm gonna go this way. Do they update? I'll have to check those out later. But right now, there's a world that is ripe for the picking. With lots of stuff. Lots of good stuff. Isn't it like every 10 cards I'm able to upgrade my psychic power or something? Is that a fish on the... Yeah, it's just a fish. 9. 9 cards and 1 core. No. No, thank you. No, thank you.
You have a water phobia?
No. Well, yes. My family has this problem with water. It's a bunch of hooey anyway. Some old gypsy curse about how we're all supposed to die in water. If you can believe that.
Oh, I thought it was about the whole thing with the brain-eating fish that walks out of the lake at night to hunt for victims.
I'm sorry, the what?
Well, see ya.
Now I have 2 water phobias.
Hey, Raz. I saw you and Lily talking in the coach's class, and I was wondering, were you asking her to go with you?
What? No! I'm here to train. No distractions.
Excellent. Bye.
Oh, that poor kid's gonna get his heart broken. He's gonna end up being the villain at the end of the game. Because I stole his girlfriend. Because we all know that No-No's Lily is mine.
Mental cobwebs getting you down. I've got just the device up here in the main lodge store. Why don't you come on up and score yourself a cobweb duster before they're all sold out?
Oh, okay. I apparently... No, I can double jump off of them. Get up. Ooh, that is good to know that they expand on a lot of the curse and all that stuff in the second game. I couldn't remember if they did that in this one or not, but... Hip, hip, hoo, and that's why I'm the acrobat. Oh. Hip. Ho! Hip, hip, ho! That is all this game is to me, is just screaming hip, hop, ho. There it is, there's the ho. Ho! Well, at least it's not one with, a bunch of random numbers and letters. You don't want to become famous? That stuff's taxing. Oh, come on, cat. You don't want to be famous? You don't want to have thousands, hundreds of screaming fans? What?
On sale now in the main store, we have a special on Dream Fluffs. You hear me? Dream Fluffs. They're good for you. Keep a pocket full of these for a quick boost of mental health.
Lauren asked if you want a hot body or a Maserati. I wonder if I can get that after I get levitation. Perhaps. We'll try again later. Wait.
Dogen, are you okay? I had the strangest machine-induced dream about you.
TV?
Well, first of all, Sasha 9 invited me down to his secret lab, and...
Why not both?
He's completely brainless. The dream was true.
TV.
Dogen, don't worry. I know where your brains are. They're in... like this crazy dream thorn bush straitjacket tower place. You go
Kat
to the
says she
TV
doesn't know what
lounge.
she wants.
I'm on the case. I just need a little more advanced training to prepare.
I think she said you need a workbench? It must be like a Minecraft thing. I don't know. People have been asking for a sequel for like 10 years for Psychonauts 2? Yeah!
Has anyone seen Dogen Boole? He didn't show up for band practice, and I'm a little worried about him. Phoebe. Levitation class starting now. Please report to the floating dock immediately. Don't be late for the party, children. Love, Mia. Notice, I have retained the services of Mikhail Bulgakov as my personal bodyguard. Anyone wishing to do harm to my person is requested to speak to Mikhail first, so he can pummel you into the ground. Sincerely, Maloof. Hey,
Good job,
if
Maloof.
anyone sees Vernon waiting for me down by Makeout Cave, could you make out with him yourself? Because I'm not interested. Frankie. Dear Alien Voices, spaceship flight tests were fruitful, but I need more data on triple light speed travel. I am building a super antenna to receive data and placing it as high as possible. Please transmit data in T-minus 2 hours, Chloe. Shooting lessons today at the old target range by the main lodge. Come on by and let old JT show you a thing or two. Has anyone seen Dogen?
Okay, that's it. Yeah, honestly, that's one of the coolest things that they... One, came back to do it. Two, stuck true to the material. Because it was like all of or a lot of the original brew, right? That are working on it. And three, that there was so much crowdfunding for
Check it out, Admiral. I'm an oarsman, first class.
Hey, it looks like all those weeks in the canoe simulator really paid off.
The what?
Yes, sir, Admiral, sir.
Well, let's get you afloat. Finest of the fleet.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
That lake isn't as peaceful or as harmless as she looks. Now, don't take her out too far.
Oh, no, you don't.
What's that round thing up on the dock?
That thing? Oh, man. Let me tell you about that thing. That thing is none of your stinking
That's not the same dude. That's the janitor.
Man, I know you don't. Yep.
It's completely different. Oh, gosh darn it. No! Yeah, as soon as they said the curse on my family that, gosh darn it, I did it again, that you can't swim, I was like, oh, that's clever, that's why you can't swim in this game. How do I get up there?
Oh, no, you don't.
All right.
Oopsie daisy.
A to paddle forward, B to paddle backward. But how do I get out? I want out.
Think you're better than us, 'cause you can swim?
How's minescaping? Better than manscaping. It's going well. We're making some progress. Gotta be at a dock. Alright, apparently that's not a dock. Is this a dock? I guess that's the dock over there.
There she is.
And there you are, darling. Don't worry, I got in contact with your father and he's going to be here tomorrow to pick you up.
My father?
Oh, go. The race is starting.
Lily!
Oh, hey, Raz. Listen, I made you something. It's kind of stupid, but...
They stole Dogen's brains.
No, he's just like that.
I had a nightmare where this mad scientist guy said he was gonna take them out, and...
Was it a creepy-looking freak with a shower cap and a stainless steel three-pronged claw?
Hey, that's my nightmare.
So it's not just me.
But how? And why all the meat?
I don't know, but I think it's time I find
I know
out
why
where
there's meat.
this is coming from. Let's rendezvous tonight at the old boathouse for debriefing.
This is so cool.
Yeah, it feels like that time in True Psychic Tales 314 where... Shut up!
I'm not a nerd. Shut up. Wow. She's fast.
Agent Vodello? I have been ordered to report here for levitation training. I've already done the coach's obstacle course, and Sasha showed me how to shoot.
You know, I'd expect that sort of recklessness from Orso, but Sasha?
Agent 9 said you were the most powerful levitator the Psychonauts had.
Sasha said that? Really? I didn't know he noticed.
Well, you know, I only work with the best teachers.
Flirt? Okay, let's party.
I feel like I should be concerned about going into her mind.
Look who made the scene.
Agent Vodello?
Ooh.
Where are you?
Disco.
On TV, of course. Where I was always meant to be. I mean, look at my hair, darling. How can hair this fabulous not be on TV? Now, darling,
She's got a point.
The best way to learn levitation is to just try it. I'm going to give you a levitation learner's permit. It will only work while you're in my mind. After you finish my course, I'll give you the real thing, baby. First, you gotta show me you know how to use it.
She's gonna give me the real thing, baby. Press L to levitate.
Now bounce on up here and follow me, darling. There you go.
Boing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to so many new heights with this thing. This is gonna be excellent.
Now, with this last one, you're really gonna have to fly. Once you get up in the air, try using your thoughts as a balloon to float. Just jump for those rings as high as you can and then do your side float. Don't be afraid, darling.
I can press L while in the air to float over the gap. Alright. Are there any other figments that I'm missing? I feel like there's a surprising lack of them around here. Okay, well I pressed L again, and it did not work. I almost made it through just normally. Ah, there we go. It's not left trigger, it's left bumper. It's just my imagination. Oh, ho, ho, so clever. It's a completely different button than it was telling me to press. But I figured it out.
Outstanding! Okay, now, just between you and me, this end of the party is dead. Come find me on the other side of the party, and I'll give you that merit badge for real. Never keep a girl waiting long, young man.
Oh boy. Poor little Rasputin over here is going to have some kind of awakening, I feel. Oh, and this is going to be the best way to travel around now. Look how fast I am.
Stay on the ball in here, Rasputin, if you want to get higher. And see if you can get all those rings spinning, Mr. DJ.
I don't know if I got them all, but I think I
You
did.
are the sugar in my bowl, darling. Now just follow the flowers.
Gotta Tony Hawk
and
it.
try to stay rolling at all times. That is the theme of this party.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good to know. Let's get this rolling. Yep. Oh, I did miss one here. Gonna Tony Hawk this one. 360 no scope. Kickflip. So hard to see some of these figments. There's one right there, and I can't. Come on. Just get him. Gonna go AFK, jam to some tunes while washing dishes. All right. Yeah, I'll probably still be streaming. I'll be going till 10, so you've got time. All right. Oh, I can't actually get up on that ledge? Well, it is currently 8:21. Well, the problem is the depth perception of where exactly it is. I can't quite figure out at what depth I need to be jumping here. Laura, you're not giving that cat enough attention. Got him.
Fantastic! What style you have, young man.
Nailed it.
Now, I'm not saying that you will fall, but if you ever did, I'll put a ball return down here for you. Just jump in there if you need to come back up here in a hurry.
Oh, okay. Sproing.
Float over here, will you? These rings aren't spinning and they are
What, you
going
come to
like
me because
gravity.
mommy's not giving you pets?
Remember to use your psi float. I'm not saying it won't ever let you down, but it will let you down nice and slow.
Our cat has learned that if she wants attention, she can come up and just like bap, 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 right on us. So she did that to me earlier while I was playing the Switch here at my desk.
Come on, dance, baby.
And so I went out to the living room and set the Switch up there on the living room TV, and she just laid in my lap, and it was lovely. But now I think she believes she's conditioned us, and we're probably going to severely regret our choices. Also, I bought a Switch. I bought a Switch off Lauren's brother. So now I can switch it up.
Thank you, sweetie. I feel so much better now.
Which means that I can do some games, some cool games that you guys might like to see. Mario Kart, like I said, is definitely going to be on my list of games. Yeah, I could stream Mario Kart. Mario Party for sure.
See that draft up above, darling?
From the Switch?
Jump into it
Yeah.
and float and see where it takes you.
I can stream from the Switch. Lauren keeps calling it a swanch, and it's really difficult. Hades for Switch, it has cross saves. How does it have a cross save with Steam? They're not on the same network.
Now, why would you want to come in here? Come on, this room's no fun. Let's leave, baby.
Mila's children. Oh, she used to lead an orphanage? And then it burned down. And all the souls of the children that she loved and cared for now haunt her. Excellent. Interesting. I would say yes, but no, I'm not going to spend another $30 on a game that I already own to have it on the Switch. If anything, one day I'll probably just pick up a Steam Deck. She wants more pets. Alright, I feel like I'm supposed to go up that thing. Did I miss what she wanted me to do? I feel like I missed what she wanted me to do. Oh, am I supposed to go over there? I see. I was paying attention. Did I miss anything else? Any other figments? Doesn't look like it. Alright. We'll see. If I get the Steam Deck, then I have access to my entire library. and I don't have to rebuy all the games in order to play it on the Steam Deck. So I might pick one up eventually, but now I've got the Switch for all my Nintendo games, which are always Nintendo exclusives. Oh, that's not where I meant to go. Alright, get off that thing, go back up. Hey, Night and Angel. Is it Night or Angel today? How are you doing? Mario Odyssey is great. Never played it. You almost beat? Oh, wow. I feel like that's some dedication on a Mario game. Well, how are you doing tonight, Knight? Alright, what's on this side for me? Just a star? Alright. He kind of quit what? Were you guys doing your own, like, co-team stream channel? It is on Switch. Alright. I will add that to the list of games that, I should get for Switch. So far I've got, Pokemon Pearl, because Pearl's the better one. Mario Kart, Mario Party. I don't know of too many other Nintendo basic games, but in order to do online stuff, I've got to buy their online service, so I'll probably just spend the $50 to get their package that has all the Nintendo 64 titles. Oh yeah, Zelda. That's a good point. I could do some Zeldas. I'd have to pick up Breath of the Wild. See if they have some of the classic Zeldas like Majora's Mask or not Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time. That's the one. Well, it's understandable to need to make more time for school instead of streaming. I've been there. Wow, I'm level 30 already? Wow. But that sucks. That always sucks when you're working on something with a friend and you both, or one of you stops doing it. I tried doing YouTube and Twitch streaming with friends and everyone kept quitting. I think I'm one of the only people who really stuck with it. Alright, so am I going over there now? What are some other... Ooh, you just finished and posted the mini? Let's take a quick look at that. Ooh. Man, your basing is always so good, Steven. Yeah, you're getting that blending down nice.
What do you...
I think he's got like a sheet of paper that he's just like folded. At least that's how I see a lot of people do it. And that hair looks really good too. I like the highlights on the hair. Oh, that always sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Knight. You're actually not happy with that one's base. You want to do something for the base, but that's all you have. Really happy with the hair, though. Yeah, the hair looked really good. What were you wanting to do with the base? And Knight, what are your plans now? You just gonna take up the reins yourself and do your own thing? Name change? Mila's Adventures. I'll get that out of the way. Hey, so she went on adventures with Sasha. They stopped a nuclear bomb. They pickpocketed keys. I don't know what that other thing is. They stopped a helicopter with guns. They propelled a rowboat to chase a jet ski. No touch. And they took a president's brain. Oh. And they fell in love. Spicy. Just not rocks, you gotta get more items for bases. Ah. Well, if you want me to 3D print you and ship you any, let me know, because I can do that. If you find, I've actually got a bunch of, like, little add-on pieces to bases that are, like, potions and books and, depending on how big of a base you get, furniture.
When you are levitating, you are also protected from all sorts of icky things. But some things, like those spikes, those are always bad news, whether you are levitating or not. So watch out. That shouldn't be happening. Darling, do you have some problems with water? Do you want to talk about it?
It's a long story. Maybe later.
Okay, I'm always here for you, darling. Let me just say that it's very normal for boys your age.
Alright, good to know. Water equals always bad. Yeah, I'll send you some pictures of some of the stuff that I have. I backed a few basing Kickstarters that actually gave me bases that I can print. And they gave me a whole bunch of, like, small items that I can... Smitems that I can do. Hydrate? I don't need to hydrate. Oh, Lord. I need that button, though. Boing. Phew. Oh, no. Boing. There we go. It's just... Oh, now I get why they close. What's in here? Hey, Popcorn. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back for your 10th adventure. Oh, I got stuff I've got to do. I can't pay attention. Ah. Welcome back, dude. Always happy to see you streaming. Super excited you get to go home this week for the first time since May. Hell yeah! Dude, that's so great. I'm excited for you. What are you gonna do once you get home? How long are you gonna be there? Is it just for Thanksgiving? Is it a couple weeks? Just a week? You gonna get to stay? Is it like winter break? Give me the deets. So good to see you. Oh, those things give me boosts? Alright. I can get down with that. Definitely missing some of these. Ooh. They're like a secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. I feel like I'm playing Mario Kart right now. There we go. You got 4 days there. Winter break is later after finals. Ooh, how close are you to finals? Alright, good night, Steven. Thanks for stopping by. It's always good chatting with you. Yeah, let me know. Send me your new address and I will try to get you some pictures and ideas of the small things that I can print for you.
Good thing you're so light on your feet.
That. There's so many figments, guys.
If you float in some areas, you might get a little more oomph than usual.
All right. Wonder what areas I'm supposed to be floating in. Have any of you guys ever played Rune Factory?
Now you're going to have to use your Psyfloat again to get those rings spinning.
You wonder what your figments would look like? I got an idea, and I don't know if I like that idea, if I'm honest with you. Hades. It would be a lot of Hades. Ooh. Yeah. Aggressive capacity increased. Yes. Alright, so let's start with this one.
If you float in some areas, you might get a little more oomph than usual.
Cough, cough. Where'd your squats go? Squats have been, all of them have been taken off the menu because I am starting to do weightlifting, and it makes my body sore. And my elbows hurt. And my knees hurt. They should all be gone. Yeah, don't worry. I'm still doing stuff. I'm still exercising. I'm trying to be good. It's just a lot harder for me to enjoy stream when I get all those things thrown at me and I'm in pain. The lifting's going well. We took a couple weeks off due to all the family stuff that was going on. But now that we're getting back into it, I'm starting off easy to try and get my body used to lifting and bar paths and how it feels and all that. But Lauren, do you remember the max that I deadlifted? I think the max that I deadlifted was like 190 or 195. I don't think it was my bench press that I got up that high. I think it was my deadlift. My max bench press I think was like 125 or something like that. That's what we've worked up to. What? I think it was 125. I think I did 125 today. Thanks, Popcorn. It's definitely a challenge, but the friends that we're doing it with make it real easy and comfortable, so it's very good. It's a very good environment to be in. They're very encouraging, very cautious, supportive. So like, what? Really big on form, which I think you kind of have to be. Yeah, I know. I have a feeling that workouts are probably going to end up going away for that reason, which means now I got to find something to replace it with so you guys can spend your points on things. Darn it, I keep missing. Yep, do it is one of them. If it's gonna work. It likes to take its sweet time. We'll get there. And now... Do it. There it is. Lauren, they've redeemed your hostile takeover. Alright, she's gonna finish brushing her teeth and then she'll do it. I don't know why my ball just disappeared. That was weird. Alright, let's go... Not that way, apparently. I mean, we all know that Lauren is the better streamer. She's far more charismatic and funny and good looking. Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Where am I going next? But I say I didn't think I could just make it straight up there. Oh! Back down, apparently, is where we're going. I'm just going over here to Sasha.
Who's that I see? It's
Or not Sasha, Mila.
the rolling rock star in the flesh. And just in time, the party was dying without you, darling. Here, I have a little party favor for you.
Hey. I got my poop badge.
So cute.
Oh, did she actually kiss him on the mouth? That would be a fun place to hang out.
Don't be a stranger, darling.
Thank you, Agent Vodello. Now it's back to the lab to save Dogen.
Dogen's not in the lab, sweetie. He's watching TV in the lodge with the other children.
I meant the dream Dogen from my brain tumbler vision. If I can find out what's happening to him, maybe that would give me a clue about who stole real Dogen's brain.
Oh, I'm afraid he's just like that.
You came back to the worst question? Did she just kiss him? Is that the question that you came back to? Because that's the question that I just asked. What was that? She tried to crack her knuckles all fancy like. Oh, that's not gonna... Alright. I don't know. He wiped his mouth when she left. Alright, it's Lauren time.
Yes, we do.
Little box.
10 minutes.
You don't have to clean little litter boxes. Hi, guys. Hup, hup. He didn't tell me how to do anything. Oh my God! Look at the bird. Look at the fish. Hi. Okay.
Mental cobwebs getting you down. I've got just the device up here in the main lodge store. Why don't you come on up and score yourself a cobweb duster before they're all sold out?
That man's face is awful. That's true, it is hostile. He is not, obligated to tell me nothing. This is Sparkle. Hi, bird. What did I do to that bird? Can I throw fish? Is that what that is? Riveting. Hip. Yeah, things are fine. Nothing major to report. Headed for Thanksgiving. Press triangle near the sparkle. Okay. I did it! This hostile takeover is a success. Oops. Yep. Whoop. Do I do the floaty ball? L? Oh, nope. Nope. Who is that? Nope. There we go. Okay, well.
On sale now.
Super. My man can do all sorts of fancy things with his brain, but can't swim. am I even doing in here? Oh. Your whole family in this game is cursed to die in water. Is that real? This is a zombie?
Admiral Cruller, that canoe, are you in love with it?
Ew.
What? No, I'm just checking it for psychic
Oh,
residue.
God, his face.
Some kind of
Just,
fish has been tearing
hate
holes
it.
in our canoes. I'm trying to pick up its scent. Ah, don't worry now, baby. Nobody's ever gonna hurt you again. I promise.
Look at this happy little guy. Oh, he's awful. Yes, the one expert who did not agree that drowning represents a hindrance to progression actually drowned, so he did not have time to interact with the study. Why do these people look like zombies?
Hey! Hey!
Hi! Hi, Popcorn. Are they trying to grab him when you fall in the water? Those little hands that come out? Is that what that is? Ooh. Are those arrowheads? Giant eyeball? The style of this game, man, is my childhood all over again.
Remember to keep filling up those scavenger hunt forms. We got a couple of big promotions for the winner.
It's like the weird gangly arms and like the big eyes and the bobblehead. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Back to work and schooling and trying to get a sleep schedule again. Oh, can I? Didn't he say he was levitating before? Yes, tree, give me your secret. Bet he hasn't done that before. What's that? Oh, great. The rolly ball. Boing. The rolly ball. Oh. Hey up. Yeah. Oh, that's the button I've been looking for. Does it go away or does it just stay forever? Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, noted. It does not go in water. Whoa. It's also really hard to control. Ooh. And oh, it's a campfire. Who's this young fella?
Whoa. Elton, I hope you're not waiting for me. Oh, jeez, sorry. Carry on, sailor.
They's kissing. Hip.
Not now, Raz!
They's smooching. The noises that those kisses make. Stay here and watch them kiss. Wow. Oh no. Oh, so glad that apparently fall damage hadn't been invented. Oh, you can push triangle to talk to them. Yeah. What if I can continue to talk to them or if they're kissing?
Hey, you guys want to go do something? Watch TV or something? Want to help me find Dogen's brains? They're missing.
Oh no, he's just like that. Oh.
I beat Bobby in this levitation race. It was pretty cool. I got a oarsman's badge, so I can get us a canoe if you guys want to go canoeing. Have you guys ever jumped down these big hollow stumps they have all around camp?
It's me at a party. Oh, thank you. I found you a bunch of arrowheads. Oh, there's more. I'm pulling out with my mind. Yeah, truly, sailor boys. Pull and tail. Wait. Panic, panic, panic. Okay, here we go. What is that? What is that? Oh, was that what he was trying to do? He was trying to get over there. Try it. Ready? No! I was right there! I fell in. Let me show you the two canoodling that I kept bothering. Oh, I slapped a seagull. Oh. Do you lose them if you die?
What?
No, you don't. Okay.
No, I just have.
I was gonna say I found like all of them. These two.
Ooh.
They're just kissing, and I keep like.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Sasha's secret lab now. If you guys need me, that's where I'll be. Okay,
Oh, I was
I'm
like,
gonna
you guys
back
want to go
Sasha's
canoeing?
secret lab now.
You want
If
to
you guys need
go
me, that's
do
where I'll be.
something? And they're just smooching. Also, you can climb these trees.
Is it making?
Yes, and it's gross. Go listen to him. Here, I'll put it right next to him so everyone can hear him smooching.
I think your 10 minutes were up. Oh, no, yeah, they were. No, you're good. It was like 8.5 minutes when I was coming in. You're welcome. I love you too. You go in bed?
Bye, guys.
Kid's getting all the action. Look at that. Look at her eyes. Look at her fluttering her eyes at him. Oh, he kissing too. Look at that. He kissing. Oh, he's so happy. Look at that smile. Look at it. Look at that big old grin. Oh, look at that. They're so cute. Hey, you started it. You started showing them the smoochers. No! I got so much air. Got so much air under me. You ate more cookies? Lauren cannot stop eating cookies, guys.
Hey, Bobby. Wasn't that great when I beat you in that levitation race? Hey! Hey!
He's still not gonna let me over there, huh? That dinglehopper. I see some netting I might be able to climb. Yeah. Or not. Yeah, there were some swingy poles at the tops of those trees, and you've reminded me that there is one thing I need to get over there. I think Lauren just said something about having a crippling fear of carrots. I knew she didn't really care for carrots, but I did not know that she had a crippling fear of carrots. Guys, I think I might need to go see a relationship counselor. Mainly for her crippling fear of carrots. And if it wasn't carrots, it might have been parrots. She has a crippling fear of parrots.
You have a
I was just gonna say put it up against the wall, that way it doesn't fall over on my compooper. That works. Thankfully, almost drowning in a lake from an evil curse and doesn't lower your mental health. Yeah, fortunately. Surprised it doesn't. Hey,
you finished half of the scavenger hunt, so you've qualified for the first half of your prize. Go see Ranger Ford for your big promotion.
I completely forgot about the scavenger hunt, if I'm being 100% completely honest with you guys. And now I'm very excited. Alright, so I think I got all those. Hup, hup, ho! Get that one. Get that one. Oh, look. Now I can jump right over Bobby Zilch. Yeah, you'd think that this kid would have much more, like, emotional trauma, PTSD, something of the sort, from almost drowning in the lake, like, 6 times. But I guess he's right in that he does not quit. I do hard time. I'm just a kid with a dark past. Yep. Oh. I was gonna say it's not gonna let me in, is it? Nope. I wonder if there's something over there that I can get. Something. Ooh. I think there's a card up there on top of Old Smoky. Hip, hip, ho. Wait, can I tightrope these? Oh, I can grind those a little bit. But I can't. Wonder if I can grind this one more. Yep, just cheese it. Just cheese it. Nope. Ah, so close. I almost made it. Let's see if I can. Haha. 72 is in fact divisible by 9. I could get a bunch of cores. I think that's everything over here then, yeah? The hip hop ho SFX you remember being from Banjo-Kazooie? Did Banjo-Kazooie do that? See, I get it from a Mr. Mighty Potato and Puddles from their playthrough, I think, of Psychonauts. But I don't remember anything of it because it's been so long.
Where would you...
Let's go to my sanctuary. Let's go get that new psi power.
In recognition of your hard work, dedication, and mental agility, I'm proud to bestow upon you the official merit badge for invisibility.
I can go invisible now, alright. Ooh, spooky eyes.
Let's play a game. Look out, another sensor. Oh no, you're out of ammo.
No, I'm not.
You are now. Here are the rules. Take this guy out, but if he sees you at all, you lose.
And I don't even have to remove my clothes.
Don't make... Hey, where'd he go? On a completely unrelated topic, did you know that you can use the... Okay, let me repeat myself.
Oh, okay, so if I turn uninvisible,
Take this guy out, but if
he'll
he
see
sees
me
you at all,
regardless.
You lose. Go get him.
Okay.
Careful now. Don't let him see you. Don't make a sound. Hey, where'd he go?
Oh.
On a completely unrelated topic, did
I
you
gotta
know
wait?
that you can use the power of invisibility to cloud the visual cortex of all those around you?
Okay, there we go. It just takes a while to regenerate.
It never hurts in situations like this to be invisible.
If I stop being invisible, then he'll see me when I'm behind him.
Oh, well done. That's the power of invisibility. I think I've heard the kids
I figured if I
around
was behind him, I'd be
refer to this
safe.
technique is silent but deadly.
Oh, yeah. I am quite silent but deadly.
Where would you like?
Now that I can levitate, I want to go Agent 9's lab.
Agent 9's lab, please.
With pleasure.
Oh, you're right. I could probably get that squirrel's nut. Hold on, guys. We gotta get that squirrel's nut.
Bring me near the...
Roger. Let me go.
What to do with small bully assistant?
Jeez, I don't know. Could you put him in that deadly Nelson you were talking about?
Could. On such tiny opponent, all blood might drain out ear holes.
He's got big ears.
On other hand, blood from constricted trunk could rush to tongue.
And?
Tongue swells, pops. Most blood drains back down throat.
Interesting.
Less mess that way. Mouth stuffed with giant tongue can't scream. So quieter.
Shut up, Benny. You have
That kid's gonna
something less
murder
drastic?
someone.
Could use half Deadly Nelson.
What's that?
Like Deadly Nelson, but less dying.
How much less?
Half.
What happens the other half of the time?
Opponent leaves. Spends the rest of short life praying for death.
Hey! Can you hear me down there? Maloof?
Shut up, Benny.
Seriously, Maloof, I apologize. Call off your goon, and I'll never bother you again. Ever.
The thing is, Benny, you're never gonna bother me again either way. So you're gonna have to offer something a lot better than that.
Like what?
Any ideas, Mikhail?
Money?
What do you think about giant hairless bear?
No.
Out of ideas. Preparing.
Wait. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I did see something like that. Give me a minute to think.
You ready to talk, Benny?
Hold on. It'll come to me.
Well, you guys have fun. You crazy kids. Playing your games. Being all buddy-buddy. Got the golden acorn. Yeah. All right, we did it. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's tons of stuff that you'll miss if you're not paying attention. There's so many good things in this game. The worst part is, I feel like I'm not gonna get any of it anyway. And it makes me sad. Makes me a sad lad. With ears like that, you're sure you heard something about a hairless bear? Especially if that hairless bear were thick. You know what the kids say these days. I mean, do you? I don't listen to kids. I don't see any kids. All I know is it has something to do with, like, a dump truck and clapping. And apparently Solid Snake. And alerting enemies.
Can't get a good grip. Can't get a good grip.
What are you trying to prove, Raz?
Thanks for the boost. But no, still can't see no bears from up here.
Worth a shot. Okay, so I should probably put that back there. There's a few things you'll only really see if you cheat. Really? Like what? So many of the kids are just out and about doing random stuff, so if you go from mission to mission, you'll never see it. Oh yeah, no, I'm not taking that as backseat gaming. That is 100% just the way that the game is designed. There's no way I'm gonna see everything. I'd probably have to play this game through multiple times. Oh, wait, I need to go back to Ranger Ford.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Crab?
Drop me outside the main lodge.
Oh, bring me back a burger.
Agent Ford is the guy, is the chef, right? Or the Ranger Ford? All right, am I thinking of the right thing or am I thinking of the wrong thing? Hey, Tess. Holy cow. Long time no see, but here we have the Tess. The Tessica T. Kirk in the flesh.
Hey,
how are you doing?
Oh, that's my last cobweb. Now with that, now you take that Psychonauts. Dream fluff.
That's it for now.
Delicious new. All right, go get more airheads.
It's in the campfire area. All right, I'll check the campfire area. Yeah, the Tess, the Tessa T. Kirk, the one, the only, the myth, the legend.
Where would you
I'm doing all right myself. It's been a rough past couple weeks, but life's carrying on. Life's getting better. Can't complain too much, except that there's never enough time in the day. I need more time.
You look so cute in that janitor outfit.
He was in... Yeah, he was up here? No. That's Janitor Ford. I think he might have been in the GPC area.
Where would...
Bring Roger.
Oh yeah, I think she just said like Roger that Ranger or something. That makes sense. So Tess, what have you been up to? Yeah, there he is.
Hey, I can levitate. Want to see my merit badge?
That's great. You can just float up on out of this forest then. Because the forest, it's off limits. Now get!
Hey, check it out. I'm halfway done with the scavenger hunt.
Holy smokes, look at that! Well then, here's the first half of your reward.
Oh, he spits. Psi Power Upgrade Earned. Palm Mega Bomb. After you start a Palm Bomb, press X as many times as you can before you hit the ground. The more times you press X, the higher the bonus damage.
Now don't be lazy. Finish that list. Get!
Okay, so that's... So if I get up real high, right? Okay. We played this game like 3 times and never finished it. Been struggling until a couple days ago, but everything is looking up now. Got a new job after searching for like half a year. Ooh, pandemic did you dirty. I'm glad you finally got a job though. That's fantastic. Congratulations. What are you doing now? And that's just as opposed to a standard gotcha. Yeah, I've never played this game before. The only time I've seen it played is when Dwight and Terry did it. And I remember them having a blast. And so, of course, I've got to play it to see what it's like. Work from home customer service from an internet company. At least it's work from home. That's really nice, saving tons of money on gas and car.
Certified levitator now. Ready to roll.
I've been running some tests. It seems that the sensitive circuitry of the brain tumbler is picking up too much psychic interference to be safe. The thoughts of some other entity are interlacing with yours at a dangerous level, which explains many of the strange things you've seen.
Hey, Sass. How are you doing, man?
Sasha,
It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Came true. I'm worried it's gonna happen to the others if we don't get to the bottom of this quick.
But we don't know where the foreign projections are coming from yet.
Is there a faster way to find out than sending me in there to investigate?
You're blessed to get a work from home job. That's honestly what you were hoping for because you've developed some serious outside anxiety. I do not blame you. I am very fortunate and blessed for the job that I do have, and I'm not going to complain about having it, but I so badly wish it were work from home. I wish I did not have to go into the office, especially because I work 4/10s, so it really sucks to just sit at a desk all day for 10 hours. And I wish I could sit on my couch and be in my jammies, you know? A little busy at the moment, but doing well. You're gonna lurk for now, but... Well, thank you for stopping by to say hello. It's good to see you. I'm glad to have you here. I hope you enjoy while you are lurking. Alright. Where is this taking me? Ah, in here. Oh, and I gotta use this to get out. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, Kate. Yes, you certainly did hear couch. I was just commenting about how I wish I could work from home and hang out with you all day, because hanging out with Couch Potato Kate is the best thing ever. I do want to pick up the second game. I probably won't get to play it immediately after this, but it will be on my list of games to play after this. Because I heard the second one really does the game, like the story and everything everyone's been waiting on, some real justice. I'm doing all right, just hanging out, relaxing after working out earlier. Trying to get back into the groove after life went crazy. I'm sure you know how things are like that. But just having a good night, relaxing, glad to be back to streaming and stuff. How are you doing? I do not have Game Pass. Depending on how long it's on Game Pass, though, I could probably spend $1 to get the, what is it? It's like the first 3 months of Game Pass.
Why are you screaming? All right, I remember.
I would have nightmares too.
Oh, good boy. There's pesky brain. Here's a tissue. Now, don't you feel better, my dear lad?
TV?
Of course! Right here! And this bad tooth, we'll just drop it in the old garbage chute. Now don't choose solid foods for 6 hours!
Oh no. Ooh, you've gotten back into working out too? Heck yeah. Get it, Kate. Gotta keep each other accountable. Make sure we actually stick to these regimens. I hate it when I sneeze my brains out. My face explodes all the time, and one of these days my brain's just gonna go. That's how it works.
TV.
Oh god. Especially anytime I make a spice blend for the chicken that I bake. Every time I put pepper down, I always end up sneezing. I don't know how it happens. Like, it's not like I'm, you know, putting the pepper... Wow, that probably looked great. Putting the pepper, like, straight up my nose. Oh my god. Hey, I can't clip it while I'm streaming, so... Good luck, you guys. Been doing a healthy November, so no drinking, no snacking past 8. Drinking hella water and daily workouts. So far, so good. I need to get into a better regiment like that.
Man, I am so smart. Soft gelatinous underbelly? Here I come. Yep.
I've just been doing some weightlifting with friends and just trying to eat healthier. Oh no. Yep. Hup. Ho. And I mean, so far it's been okay. I've been, as far as I have been, minorly tracking. I haven't been doing it a ton. How much I've been eating, I've been staying below like 1,200 calories.
You can't get a good grip.
Oh no. And that's been the hardest part, is keeping track of my calories and stuff like that. But I haven't dropped any weight, which is the frustrating part. I don't know why I haven't been able to, but I haven't. It's not even much. Exercise and a good diet are super important. That is what I kept hearing, and that's what I've been trying to stick to, is trying to get some exercise in. That's what the weightlifting has been. I should probably get back into going for walks and stuff like that. You're just trying to cut out on snacking since you used to hardly eat anything during the day and then eating crap at night. Oh boy. Am I mega guilty of that. My girlfriend and I, every time we went to the grocery store, we would grab 2 boxes of Whoppers malted milk balls because we both love them, and we would end up eating them. And just constantly putting in like tiny little negligible pieces of junk food that, you know, are justifiably like, oh, this won't hurt us this one time. Oh, donuts at work? Yeah, 1 donut's gonna be okay. But you do that every week, it adds up. You do that, you don't eat all day, and then from like 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. you just eat like garbage. Cardio is so boring, but you're right, it is also one of the best things to do. Like, it's so quick and easy to do cardio, like just walking, running, or whatever. Ah! Ugh. Okay, so it deflects. So I should probably go invisible. Hup, hup, hip hop, ho. Nailed it. Oh yeah, candy is so hard to cut out. Just simple sweet things are so hard to cut out.
Or a plan. Or both. Wait a minute.
No, this game's actually on Steam. It's an old game. It's from like 2005.
I had to abort the experiment. Something unbelievably urgent has come up and I must leave immediately.
But yeah, it's available on Steam. You can buy it.
Hold that thought.
Piece of cake.
Official Psychonauts business.
Wait! So is this! Official Psychonaut, hey? You forgot your...
The first one's also on Game Pass?
I know. It's from Oleander's mind. I think I was in the coach's dream that whole time. Ever since I stepped through the static in the caravan, it felt funny. I knew I wasn't obsessed with meat.
But Maury is. And was stealing psychic brains to arm a fleet of deadly tanks, apparently.
I've got to tell Lily. She's waiting for me down by the boathouse.
Down by the water? Uh-oh. Better hurry.
Uh-oh. What about the water?
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Oh, yeah, see, I have an Xbox 360, but I don't have one of the newer Xboxes and probably won't get one. But the cool thing about Windows PCs is Microsoft makes Xbox, Microsoft makes Windows. So a lot of that stuff can, like, translate to each other, which I think is pretty rad, but...
It's time to go to the lake.
I'd be right there with you. Oh, you're right. That is where Dogen was when he lost his brain. He came crawling out of the water. It is a lot of work.
Bobby. Uh-oh.
Also, I like having all my games on Steam, so like if I'm gonna play one, I probably want to keep it. So I'll probably just end up buying Psychonauts too.
Jeez, it sounds like you caught a bad cold.
Maybe. But listen, I traced the psychic interference back to Coach Oleander's radio. He's been broadcasting his insane plot all over camp in his sleep.
So he's really kidnapping children and stealing their brains to make weapons.
Yes! Isn't that great?
What? How is that great?
Because this is an honest-to-goodness psychic emergency.
And Sasha's not here. He left
I did see Bobby. He looked the same.
Left a note saying the same thing.
Lily, a deranged madman is building an army of psychic death tanks to take over the world. And there's no one who can stop him, except for you and me.
Oh my god! Let's make out!
What?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just so excited. Since you showed up, Brad,
You work tomorrow at 7 a.m. and it's 12:30? Ooh. Yeah, go get some sleep. Thanks for stopping by, Kate. It's definitely good talking to you. We'll have to play some more games sometime soon. I'd love to actually be useful in a game of Among Us with you.
You mean like kiss?
How many years have I been coming here and I've never even noticed a cool flower like this before?
I'm sorry? Yeah, he was chanting for TV.
Lily!
I'm looking forward to it. I'll see if I can get something going soon. I'll see if maybe I can start up a lobby if no one else is.
I can't swim.
Well, then use the
But yes,
bathysphere at the end
have
of
a
the
good night,
dock.
get some good rest, have a good day at work tomorrow, and I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by.
I can't. I have to check on the other children. Yes. If
I do have a
brains are
server. You
out,
can do
they'll
exclamation
need
point
supervision
Discord.
and possibly
I would do it right
refrigeration.
now,
And
but
how can you not know how to operate a
let's see.
bathysphere? Haven't you ever been to summer camp before? Now get a move on before that
There you
girl
go.
gets overly digested.
Alright, I met Lily at the beach. Lily done dead.
Siegel, what's up?
Rescue Lily. Oh, that's right. I have to get over to the bathysphere. I don't think most summer camps have bathyspheres. My summer camp never did. Thanks, Kate. You have a good night. It's always good seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. I feel like I say that a lot. It's always good seeing you. But it is always good seeing people. I love getting to see y'all. I was about to say, did I just land on a giant bubble? Into the depths. Well, howdy doody there, neighbors. Nails? Oh, the hands are out there just waiting for me. Look at that. Ah, get it off, get it off, get it off. More nails. Just boxes of nails and clamshells. And lobsters. Actually, I wonder. There are his footprints. Oh, that wasn't the right button. Oh, it was right there. It just didn't sound that fast. Alright, so some giant anglerfish monster just started eating my girlfriend, question mark? Oh, and down we go. All right. There we go. Push triangle near that breakable glass? What breakable glass? Down here?
This freshwater lake coral is so pretty, I just want to... This freshwater lake coral is so pretty, I just want to smash it.
He just wants to smash, guys. Oh, that's just the edge of the bubble. All right. Whose uvula am I gonna pull on here? Oh, we gonna fight? Oh, I think we gonna fight.
Cough up the girl and no one gets hurt, fish. Man, it's gonna gonna be hard to find a new place to give you lumps.
That was a good one-liner. Oh, he's regurgitating. Oh, he's making the sphere smaller. What am I supposed to do? You can't see me. Nope, apparently it's not that. Objective, survive. Oh! I walked out the water. That's not surviving. That's the opposite of surviving. Ah, get it off. Oh no! I'm not doing a very good job surviving, guys. He's pushing it.
This freshwater lake coral is so pretty, I just want to smash it.
This is a very clever way to do a third-person auto-scroller. Oh boy. Ooh, no thank you. How do I? There it is. This is very clever. I wish I knew what I was doing. Should I be trying to hurt him? Or just running for my life? Like, should I have... No? Telekinesis? Should I be picking stuff up? Oh, it's a lawn gnome.
Can't get a good grip. Can't get a good grip. Can't get a good grip.
Let's get my levitation back, please. You just figured out a theory you made up in January before before there was any evidence in existence as confirmed? Your mind is melting at the moment as it... Well, now I'm confused. What sort of theory? This is a very long boss battle. Ho, ho. Alright, guess I'm not going up there. That was almost bad. Oh, this is a water wheel. Smashing the coral glass. Oh, he's making it bigger again. What am I supposed to do? Ah, there we go. I thought it was something about the clams. Come on, get your thing stuck in the clam. Please stop hurting me. Please, lobsters, give me health. Do I have bacon. I don't remember what the baking does. The bacon, whatever. Oh my god, just please. For the love of all that is holy, smack him. Ugh. Come on, come get some. There we go. So Dream SMP has been blowing up this last year.
Ah, poor little thing.
That poor little thing just tried to kill me about 8 different ways.
Well, that's not its fault. This was once just a normal-sized lungfish, minding its own business in a mucus-lined air bubble beneath a semi-dry lake bed. But judging by the work done on it, I suspect Maury has mutated it, accelerated its growth, and has placed an implant in its brain to make it do his evil bidding.
Whoa. Poor little thing.
Yeah, go inside there and try to smash the implant. Use the psycho portal I saw you steal from Sasha's lab.
Oh, yeah. That works on big scary monsters?
Oh, monster schmonster. That thing's more afraid of you than you are of it. Now get in there! Popular
streamers and Minecraft players, but is it like a narrative? Is it a narrative server, or is it just people playing and doing whatever they want sort of thing? Because I've heard of Dream SMP, but... Oh, it's just full of writers, so now it's an RP server. Interesting. That's kind of cool. That's a neat way to go about doing something new with Minecraft. I know absolutely nothing about it, but I know it has been blowing up. I've heard a lot of people... oh my god. I've heard a lot of people raving about it recently. But I'm too much of a boomer to keep up with
Top of the morning to you, ma'am.
And good day to
all
you,
the newfangled
Officer
stuff.
Lungfish. How are you today?
Oh, damp and happy, can't complain. And what are you and the wee one up to on this lovely day?
Oh, just obeying the law as always. All posted directives followed to the letter.
Ah, good to hear. Not a one of us want any trouble, that's for sure.
Oh,
Goggalore. Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, is that who that Tommy Idnit person is? I've heard of that. Is that what he's popular on? Ah, okay. Yeah, all I remember is people were like, oh, he hit 1 million or something like that.
Down here.
That's the last I heard.
Excuse me. Were you talking to me?
Ow! My ears!
I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Are you okay?
He's dead.
Oh geez, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Every member of the Resistance is prepared to die fighting the tyranny of Cochamara.
What's Cochamara?
He's a giant monster like
that
you,
voice is really familiar.
He brainwashed and enslaved almost everyone in Lungfishopolis.
That stinks. So hey, have you seen any other humans around here? I'm looking for a girl called Lily.
The government archives might have some information about your young girlfriend, Goggalore.
Yeah, I don't know if she's
Steve
really my
Bloom?
girlfriend. I mean, I think she...
I only meant that she is your friend who was a girl, Goggalore. To access the archives, we must first destroy the broadcast tower Cochamara uses to control the populace.
Check. I'll go smash that then.
Wait, Goggalore. In order to reach the tower, you'll need to pass through that wall of lasers. But you'll never make it through the lasers without our help.
So are you gonna start helping soon?
First, I need you to do something for the Resistance. Punch a hole in that prison and free my comrades.
Freedom!
You don't recommend anyone getting into it? It's just too much content. That's kind of how I'm feeling about Critical Role right now.
Right. We stole the shield
Wolverine,
power
Cowboy
module from
Bebop.
Cochamara. It's too big for any of us to operate.
Oh,
but it should
Steve
work
Bloom
for
does
you.
do Spike Seagal, doesn't he? I think that's what his name is. That sounds familiar. That must be why it stuck with me. Cowboy Bebop.
Hey, is this gonna upset Cochamara and all your little brainwashed neighbors?
No!
I doubt it.
No.
So, knocking down the prison and then breaking this laser shield thing, nobody's gonna get mad about that and start shooting at me.
No!
Maybe one guy would.
But what is even an entire navy of lungfish against the might and revolutionary zeal of Goggalore?
Wait, what navy?
Meet us at the dam, Goggalore. For freedom!
Yeah, too much content. Use your psychic shield to protect you from damage and reflect some enemy attacks back at the attacker. Note, you will not be able to maintain a psychic shield forever, and when this part of your mind is exhausted, you will need to wait a while before you use it again. Nope. Let's replace that one. See if that works.
Wait, he's still heading for the orphanage.
Not the orphanage. I mean, yeah, you can watch Critical Role at your own pace, but the other issue with Critical Role is just that it's so many hours and so much to follow along with at one time.
The terrified citizens have named Gagalor. The Navy has responded quickly and decisively, dispatching its entire tank division to neutralize the creature. Soon, authorities say, everything will return to normal or better. Kidnapping human children is good.
Oh my god.
This guy needs a duffel bag tag. This guy needs a duffel bag tag.
Which, I mean, you know, if you've got the time and ability to watch, keep watching Critical Role, by all means do it. It's a fantastic production. The actors are great. They make phenomenal stories. Like, it's well worth it. But for me, I can't keep up with it anymore. I don't have the time to do that along with everything else that I want to and need to do, and time for myself. So I would probably never get into Dream SMP for that reason. But that is cool that they make a lot of amazing animations and music and stuff from it. Yeah, that's another difficult part, is you can't really passively watch Critical Role with much success. Like the podcast version, you're missing a lot of the visuals. And the cues between the actors. I know. I'm sorry, Shadow. It was great when I was in college because I could actually, you know, put it on while I did homework and actually kind of watch it. Psy-Power upgrade, Chain Blast. Bounce from enemy to the next, damaging up to 3 enemies at once? Heck yeah. I'm gonna have to get that for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible idea for a production, and I'm incredibly surprised that there are 30 people doing it. Like, it was hard enough for the Yogscast to try and keep things kind of cohesive and along a good story. They ended up scratching their big story that they were doing for a while. So the fact that there's 30 people continuously doing this active story that people are following, more freaking power to them.
Well, things have gotten a little embarrassing for Gagalor. Recently surfaced information has strongly linked the previously intimidating monster with common low-life criminals. Earlier tonight, Gagalor broke some of his jailhouse cronies out of the slammer so they could enjoy a night on the town, popping pills and soliciting inexpensive
Oh, there's the tag.
Well, they're in for one nasty hangover. Our beloved Navy has come up with a high-tech new invention. Trucks armed with hyper-electricity. Kidnapping children do not harm the brain.
I think I'm destroying the enhancements. Or maybe I'm just straight up destroying his mind. I don't know. I'm no Pysologist. You feel like it only works because they write their own stories and improv a lot of stuff, sometimes messaging other members and being like, hey, want to be involved in my story? Ah, I see.
It's a duffel bag tag.
Oh, I still don't have the duffel bag tag? Where would I get the duffel bag tag for this fella? It wasn't back here anywhere. Usually you find it right before them. I can pick up a tank? Where's this tank? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention that I couldn't go in there. Every time you lose all your mental health, you'll peel off a layer of your astral projection. If you lose all the layers, then you'll no longer be able to maintain a projection in this mental world and you will be kicked out into the real one. Collect markers like this to replace layers and collect markers like this to increase how many layers you can maintain at once. I see. I'm surprised this is the first time that I'm hearing of this.
Those goggles are 5,000 meters tall.
My goggles are 5,000 meters tall, guys.
The destruction and terror continue as the hulking, godless child beast carves a bloody swath through our helpless city. Our noble, all-volunteer Navy.
I mean, that's a good point. Volunteer Navy.
Lust for mayhem that seeps from the twisted black lump of a heart in this creature, still known only as Goggalore. Though it loathes violence in all its forms, the Navy has no choice but to activate its anti-monster turrets, which it guarantees are 100% monster-proof. Do not get caught stealing children.
Do not... Still with the stealing children thing. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Wow, did I really lose all my health from that one shot? Loud. Gonna squish all those guys. It's fine. It's fine. Well, it looked like one shot only took out like 2 pieces of health.
Goggalore, what are you doing down here?
We're trying to get to that Kochamara tower thing so I can smash it.
The laser tunnel, Goggalore. We have to get through that or we'll never get to Kochamara Island.
But I thought...
There is no I in Team, Goggalore.
Ah, that makes
I am
sense.
Squish, so watch it. I'll go take out your laser tunnel, but then we're gonna talk about who's running this revolution.
I was kind of hoping that I could still squish him. Nope.
My bait shop.
Oh, how am I supposed to get that up there? Maybe climb all the way. Aha! I figured it out. Cannonball! Alright, it was back this way. God, all these tanks all over the place. Can I go in here yet? Nope, still can't go in there. Am I supposed to climb over it? I feel like I missed an integral part of information. I have a power to help with that. I mean, I have this power. Ah. Interesting. I wasn't expecting it to do all that, honestly. Is that the duffel bag tag? Duffel bag tag. All right. Let's go back and get him. Oh, really? You're not gonna let me? Man, where's the fun in that when I... Maybe that'll be useful. Yeah, that's a super useful power here. I'm glad I picked that up. I'm too big and bulky in his mind to be able to be fast. Fast on a ball. Fish. I do like that he's basically got giant claws now. That is kind of cool. They don't look too much like claws, but they also look like claws. Oh Lord, yes, give me all the health, please. All hail Gargalore! I hope I'm not too loud for Lauren. She's trying to sleep.
Freedom! Freedom!
Freedom!
Freedom! So, this big monster, is that the best you could do? We were short on time, and he is good at smashing things. Doesn't look like much to me. Come on, let's blow this joint.
Hey, you're welcome.
Sorry about him, Gargalore. He's been in prison a long time. He's the only pilot the Resistance has, and he has an excellent plan. Meet us at the dam so we can put it into action.
Alright. Whoop. I don't think that's how blimps work. Oh, I missed a helicopter back there? Well, it's a good thing I'll be heading back there anyway. Did I get everything here? I think so. Aside from the cobwebs. Tiny vault? Wait, where was the tiny vault? Oh, I see it now. Good catch. Good catch. Lungfishopolis under siege. Ah, look at all the happy little lungfish. And then the man come. Man came. And he enslaved them all. And turned it into a bustling city. And then there was resistance. Spectacular. You know what this level reminds me of? I don't remember the exact name of the game. I had the demo for it. but you were basically, you were able to play as like giant monsters, various kinds of monsters, and it was player versus player, and I think there was a story mode to it, but you could be like a giant gorilla, like King Kong. I think there was a robot that shot missiles. There was an eyeball that had electricity. What was the name of that game? But it was like, it was a giant fighting game, and you could climb buildings and grab like radio antennas and throw them through the chest of the other ones. It was on PlayStation 2.
Over town with my blimp, winning over the hearts and minds of Lungfishopolis in as soon as 6 months.
6 months?
You don't like our plan, you can come up with another one. Yes, we're busy. We have to select card stock and then find a decent but expensive printer within the week.
Wait. Renew it. Renew it. That one's significantly quieter. I'll have to renew it. I'll have to turn that up. Yeah, I think it was War of the Monsters.
Have you come up with a better plan than the pamphlets yet?
Yes, it's called Turn in Goggalor for Reddit. Hey, what are you doing up there? Knock it off!
Homework done? Heck yeah! How'd you do on the homework, Capcom? Oop.
We don't have a replacement blimp, you know.
We'll just sidle on this way. Yeah, War of the Monsters, super cool premise, a lot of fun. It would have been cool to see a sequel to it. I will agree with that. But I could also understand why there wasn't one. It was kind of like a one-trick pony, and probably released far before its time. If they released it now, though, I bet they could do some good work with it. You think, well, it's all your paperwork and stuff for your mock trial exams coming up. Ooh. Those sound like fun. You excited to do mock trial exams? Group members, oh God, group projects. Group members never help in group projects. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get out of this level. I feel like I'm almost done, right? I feel like I'm just about out of here. I'm sorry, your groupies aren't actually helping you out. Capcom, if I were in your class, I would help you with your group project. So there's only one solution to this, Capcom. We need to go to college together. Oh yeah, I mean, there's got to be a boss fight. I'll definitely do the boss fight. Eh. Ow. What? Oh, that water I can't go in? Dirty. Okay, good. So I can blow them up. That's right, it just means you'll lose your case, but you'll still get marks. That sucks that you would lose your case. Like, would you get good marks, bad marks? Would you get like individual marks for showing that you're actually doing the work and no one else did? Like, that's the best thing you can do for a group project, is when the professor says you will be graded individually. Come on. Thank you. It wasn't locking on. Oh, I straight up sunk that ship. Nice. You know, if I felt I could actually make it in law school, I totally would, Capcom. I would totally join you. Even though I'd be years behind. You won't get any individual marks, but you can still get really good marks even if you lose. Well, I guess there's that. At least it's not all done for. Well, that sucks that they won't give you individual marks. You've done everyone's work. Oh my god. Capcom, you are an unstoppable force. See, little does everyone know, because Capcom has to do all the work, that means that Capcom is going to be an unstoppable lawyer. Capcom is going to be too strong. That's why they divvy up the work in college, is to keep lawyers from being too strong, but Capcom is going to be too strong. I wasn't trying to be fancy with the Zap Trucks. I was trying to do the shield, and it just wasn't doing the shield. I was pressing the button, and he was just standing there like a doofus. Capcom too strong. Gotta nerf her. Now finally I can walk fast over here. Laura, that's nice. Suppose it makes sense you might have made the best arguments possible, but there ain't much winning a defense for Stabs McKitten, the kitten stabber brought up on 15 counts of stabbing kitten. Oh no, not Stabs McKitten. Yeah, that's... Stabs McKitten is 100% a case you are going to lose. I don't care who you are, anyone who's brought up on 15 counts of kitten stabbing, you are going to jail. Oh my god, Stabs McKitten, the kitten stabber.
Trouble in the bubble, Buddy Finn.
Oh.
What's your take on the Goggalore situation? Is he just misunderstood? No way! I hate Goggalore.
Yeah, I hope they go to jail too.
Man siding with the monster. He hates everything lungfish care about: air, water, family, the economy. Buddy,
oh my god.
Happy to know that
Capcom,
decided to pull out
the vigilante.
plains. So rest assured, we can all look forward to Goggalor's imminent death and to seeing you, buddy, every Thursday night at 8, right here on LBC. Thanks. And I'd just like to add that if anyone kidnaps a human child, they should take them quickly under the lake to the abandoned insane asylum.
Goggalor, come in.
Good to know.
Commandeer these vessels in your name.
We can put them in position to help you cross Kochamara Channel to get to Kochamara Island and destroy Kochamara Tower.
The thing is that, although we have the utmost faith that you will soon contain the area, Goggalor, we
just think it best
we've decided to maintain our position out here.
Just until you clear the area of all hostiles.
Yes.
For insurance reasons, Goggalor.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yes, that, and for
Fair enough.
freedom.
So Capcom, my question for you is, how does that work? Thermal detonation, pyrokinesis. Okay, it causes an explosion. Do you choose which cases you take on, or like if you're with a firm, do they just give you cases? Like, what if you undeniably know that the person you're defending did the thing and it's despicable? Like, do you still try to save them? Like, what's the morality of that? Like, how does that work? Oh my god. Oh my god. I spent all that time trying to climb up there. All that time. In real life, it depends on your firm or status, and if you know or feel that they're guilty, you can ask the judge to be excused as their representative, but you cannot say why. Ah. You don't know if it's different for America. I imagine it's probably relatively similar. But I've always wondered how that was. Because, like, you know, in movies and stuff like that, they always show the despicable lawyer who will take on anyone and do anything just to get the money. Oh, lungfish and lobato. Okay. Oh. Oh, he was working with lobato and made the big monstrosity and sent it back. Oh, I never expected him to be the one. I mean, like, I know that they've been saying that it's him that's been broadcasting this and making things bad, but still, I never expected it. You can totally think someone is guilty and defend them if you can live with yourself. That makes sense, yeah. I guess it depends on what they're guilty with? Too, like, you know, oh, he ran a red light. Nah, he's innocent. This is his 12th red light. All right, maybe he's not innocent. This man murdered 15 kittens. Nah, screw him. He's dead to us. This man deserves life in prison. Puppy prison. This man deserves to be licked by 1,000,000 cat tongues every day for 10 hours. God, could you imagine what that would be like? That'd be awful. Just straight sandpaper. Ugh.
Freedom!
All right, we're almost there. What am I missing? Oh, there's so many figments. What? Okay. Wish I could climb this faster. Get to the top of the tower. Okay. Yep. I can jump off, but I can't double jump. Not every single time. Get it from the top of this tower. After we unlock this fella, we give this little handbag his little bag tag. Look, he's so happy. He loves it. Nope. Get back up there, please. Nice. All right. Last few figments.
Well, we're sorry to report that the miserable and incompetent lug-faced Navy is all but sunk. Great work, losers. Now, Kochemara himself will have to come all the way down here just to save our worthless hides. Authorities are calling for a big parade in Kochemara's honor after he clobbers the annoying giant Goggalor. And if the parade is big enough, Kochemara promises not to destroy the city. Brush teeth more often, don't drool so much.
I mean, brushing your teeth is important. Everyone should brush their teeth more often. Twice a day and floss. At least once a day.
Here comes Kochemara!
Hey, that is good timing. Good job, Capcom, practicing good dental and personal hygiene. And sleep hygiene. Man can do a split. Oh, so can Raz. All right, let's do this. Oh, he's slightly bigger than I am.
While you can, Goggalor.
I know it's you in there, Coach. I don't know where you're broadcasting from, but I'm gonna find out and make you show me what happened to Lily.
Kochemara does not speak giant monster boy language.
The only word you're gonna need is ouch.
Mighty Ram! Deadly Tiger Beam!
Oh, I bet I have to shield. Oh, that was the wrong button. I keep looking at the control scheme, and it says L, but it's actually R. What's he doing with his fingers?
Save up your aggressive energy, huh? Well, why don't I help you let it all out?
I don't like what you're doing there, sir. Please stop.
Mighty Ram! Ground vision!
Whoop. Ground version.
Overly intricate combination! Hard to avoid! Area attack!
There we go. Bah! Welcome back, Shadow. Sounds like everyone's getting ready for bed. I'm glad I took my time to brush my teeth earlier when Lauren was playing. It means I can just get straight into bed. Oh, it's gonna be so nice.
Overly intricate combination. Hard to avoid. Area attack.
Got him. Oh Lord, it is 1:30 a.m. for you. Capcom! Capcom, go to sleep! Capcom, get some rest! Oh.
I'm sorry I let you down.
Finally. Okay, Tower. Get ready for Goggalore.
You're getting there, you will finish stream. Okay, stream is almost done. Stream is on its last leggies. Stream's a little leggy boy, and it's on its last leggies. I just wanted to make sure I actually had all my health. Hup! Hup! Ho! The great and mighty Goggalore. You love Coach Amara's attack names? Hard to avoid. Area attack. Overly complex combo. Oh no! Goggalore, look out behind you!
Fine. Take control of this freaky toad. I don't need him to nab children for me anymore. I've got the brain of a little girl back in my lab that's strong enough to power a whole army of psycho-blaster death tanks. Huh? What?
You've got the brain of a little girl.
I said, in my lab.
I think you've got the muscles of a little girl, too.
Good one.
Wow, look at all the people that I can stomp.
Human child.
Who is that?
It is I, the creature whose spirit was once, over here. Behind you. Yes.
Oh.
The creature whose spirit was once enslaved by the evil one. You have unchained
Yeah, baby
my
cat,
soul.
you ready to go to bed soon?
Now I shall repay you.
Yeah, we'll go to bed soon.
Human child.
Oh. Great. Well, okay. Show me what you did to my friend Lily.
By the drowned spirit of Oblongata. It is done.
She scrim, guys. I think you can actually hear that one.
When it is your wish to travel across the lake, you may return to either shore and summon me with that.
Thanks, hulking lungfish. You know, you really aren't as hideous as people say.
You may call me now by my true name, Rasputin. The name given to me
Bob?
by my
Fred?
And what name is that, noble lake creature?
Cat. Linda.
What a magical lady.
All right. Ooh, I don't know what this is. Lily's bracelet. Oh, that's the bracelet that she got for me. Oh, Lily. Okay. Can I save? Let's do this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big difference. Bye, Linda. Linda, bye. Oh no. Come on. Make the switch. There it is. Perfect. I'm gonna have to look into my OBS settings to figure out why these things aren't switching as quick as they should. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it an end there. This has been a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying Psychonauts, and I'm excited to finish it because I know we are very close, or coming up on the end, I believe. We're what, like maybe halfway, 3/4 of the way through, I think, if my math has been right. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. It's been great to be back. I will see you all Wednesday. And I might stream Friday as well after Thanksgiving. I don't think I'm doing anything. I've got the day off, so I might see you all Friday. So, yeah, you Canadians who don't celebrate our American Thanksgiving, you'll still get your streams. As long as I'm free Friday. I'll have to double check the calendar. Anyway. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Be kind to yourselves. Take care of each other. Be kind to each other. Stay hydrated. And as always, we'll see you on the next adventure. Take care.